So I'm going to show you how to install this on an AM4 socket with an AMD CPU. The cooler does come with a whole variety of mounting kit that will let you install it on a variety of Intel motherboards. So the steps may be slightly different if you've got a different motherboard and a different CPU. The first step to do on this motherboard is to remove the two clips. We already had to remove these to install our stock cooler, so we can go ahead and skip this step. Next, we can go ahead and screw one of these spacers into each corner of the back plate. Then we can go ahead and line this mounting bracket up. Then we can go ahead and secure this down. Next, we need to add some thermal paste to the CPU. My preferred method is to add a pea-sized amount to the center of the CPU, and importantly, the thermal paste is included. Just before we install our cooler, it is important to remove the plastic protection from the cold plate. Then we can go ahead and lower the cooler down, lining the screws on the cooler up with the bracket below. Then I'm just going to go ahead and tighten things up. I'm going to give each side a couple of turns. Next, we can go ahead and line our fan up with the cooler. And then we've got these little metal clips which will help hold the cooler in place. So we can go ahead and put these through the holes in the front of the fans. And then all we need to do is apply some pressure, and it's going to clip in to the cooler on the side. And then just the same thing on the top. Get it caught through the holes in the fan. A little bit of pressure. And that's the front fan in place. We're going to want both our fans on the cooler bringing air in the same direction, in from the front of the case and out the back of the case. So we're going to have both our fans pointing the same way round, which means we're going to have to install our rear fan with the front of the fan, which is this side, facing up against the heatsink. What I'm now going to do is plug the PWM connector coming from our front fan into our CPU fan header, which is just here at the top of the motherboard. Okay, that's that plugged in. I'm just going to pull the excess cable through to the back of the case. I'm just going to take our cable coming from our rear fan through to the back of the case as well. Then at the back of the case, all I need to do is take the splitter cable coming from the fan we have plugged into our CPU fan header and add our rear fan into it. So now our CPU fan header is going to be controlling both the fans and will be running at the same speed.